Meanwhile, Alfred was in the midst of operating the Batmobile, and in the midst of doing so, he began reminding Bruce of their plan, stating that he needed to wear Bane down until he used up all his venom, which would then give Bruce the green light to start using his venom. But done with talking and ready to start the show, Bruce would then signal Harley to call a massive swarm of drones so they could record the entire battle. Unimpressed with the theatrics and ready to begin their showdown though, Bane would then emphasize that Bruce better have practiced some new techniques so they could give the world an actual spectacle, but that's when Bruce calmly stepped onto a pedal that was placed in front of his foot, causing a bunch of explosions within a nearby building to erupt, which resulted in the building collapsing in half before falling down on top of Bane. That's when Bruce leapt into the air before jamming one of his bat tendrils directly into one of Bane's eyes before ripping it off of his face. Meanwhile, Bruce was completely neglecting his injuries as if they weren't even there, because immediately upon regaining composure, he ripped the battle axe off of his chest and began slicing through one body part after another. On the other hand, we also see Bruce in the past running through security, so Wayland could see that he was always gonna have somebody rooting for him in his corner. And that's when we go back over to the present with Bane desperately trying to snap Wayland's jaw in half, but refusing to let that be the outcome. Bruce would then slice through the entire upper portion of Bane's spine, immediately causing him to collapse on his knees before seemingly going unconscious. After that, he then thanked Wayland for all his help before slowly walking across Bane's back, indicating that he'd no longer be able to use his legs anymore because of the way that he severed his spine. Meanwhile, in the past, we see Wayland being victim of a chokehold as Bruce begged him to keep on fighting with all that he had, which is also when Bruce in the present day finally decides to use some venom, but not in the way that you think, ordering Catwoman to start overloading Bane's system by blasting venom-filled darts directly into his tubes, resulting in massive bursts of venom imploding from his body left and right until he was literally a pile of goo.